that one of the this is like there was a whole whack of new comedies out that were put out this season. Some are doing really well, and one, as much as I want to do well, there's no way it's gonna last, and that's uh, Two Fathers, or two, is it Two Dads, with Seth Green and Giovanni Ribisi.
Oh.
It was, the first episode was pretty funny, and the second episode it was all right. I mean, like, it's one of those things. It's kind of gets laughs here and there, but I don't think it's enough to keep them on the air.
Yeah. And is it a single camera sitcom? I haven't checked it out yet.
Yes, it is.
Okay, yeah, those are just so brutal and so hard to get off the ground. Had a through a friend, their son was living out in California, and he has been trying to get his single camera comedy script off the ground for a very long time now. It's very hard to get something like that going. And just making it to the air is a huge success story, but it's so hard to, just like How I Met Your Mother, that's like a very rare success when you're able to keep something going. But when they get going, they really do stick around for a very long time.
Well, that's right. Things they kind of started that way, like only in the first 5 minutes. Now it's gone to do a few cameras, so you know who the dads are. So the dads are prominent now. That didn't last long. That was pretty much just for the opening. But the Two Fathers, the guys, like, they're one of those. There's those actors that you recognize. You may not always remember their names because they've done like a bunch of cameos and they're on shows here and there. But one of them, he I know he's done a bunch of stuff, but the thing I remember most in was he was on Roseanne. He owned the diner that she worked at. His name was Leon.
Oh, okay.
And he's been in other stuff too. I just can't remember off the top of my head. But the other father was one of the guys from the movie Animal House, and it wasn't not Otter, but his buddy, and I can't think of his name right now. But he was also a cop in The Mask.
Oh, okay. I think I know what
So
you're talking about.
he's the guy Doyle.
Yes, I know who you're talking
So
about.
so that's him. So those are both the fathers. So it's and essentially the rundown of what they do is they work doing pretty much making video games. So they're in that classic kind of like loft kind of brick setting with a whole bunch of other workers, and then there's you got your hard nosed one in the office and the comic relief and so and so. So like I said, I'm not sure how long it's gonna last. As much as I want to, I don't think it is. But
Yeah.
go ahead.
Okay.
No.
Oh, I was just gonna say that it sounds kind of similar to the setup for that show. My Dad Says, the show with William Shatner
Yep.
from a few seasons
Yep.
ago.
No, I remember that one.
I really thought that was funny.
Yeah, I mean, it was because like it's different. Obviously, William Shatner's done a lot of different stuff, and but you expect me a little bit kooky. It's like his show Weird or What.
Yes.
So, I mean, Shatner's like we'll call an endless classic. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, I always have a soft spot for the Shat. He's someone he is just a remarkable actor.
And not the best singer in the world, but
No.
well, the acting will give him. And the other one I'm really liking, and it looks like it's definitely going to be picked up if it hasn't already, is Brooklyn Nine-Nine with Andy Samberg.
Yeah, I think I did hear that got picked up for its back nine.
Because that show is actually really funny because it's not just Andy Samberg. He's not like the center of attention. Like he's basically there's the whole entire crew. It's like The Office meets Reno 911.
Yeah, it's two great comedy. Now, is this similar to The Office in its prime, or when it was starting to wane a little bit there at the end?
It would be in its prime.
Okay.
But it's the same sort of camera setting, where it's not live. It's actually film sort of thing. So, and it's pretty cool because like he's got like four other guys. Like I know we talked about this a little bit the other week, but there's three female characters and three male characters. So there's they're perfect balance, and that's the male characters are not including Andy Samberg. But no, we've got the chief of police who just doesn't show any emotion at all, which is absolutely hilarious. And because you never know where he's coming from. I got a guy sitting at the desk who used to be a beat cop, but he misfired a few times, which they showed that a few episodes of what happened, which is pretty funny. But He is the guy from White Chicks, and I still can't remember his name, but he's really funny. He's one of those faces. As soon as you see him, you know exactly who he is.
Is it one of the Wayans brothers?
No, it's not one of the Wayans brothers. No, that'd be able to tell you for sure. It's not one of the Wayans brothers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it was the guy where they pretty much I can't remember what they did to him, but they went to his house and he had that huge painting of himself in the front.
Oh, right. Okay, I know it. No, I don't remember who you're talking about.
So like it's some of these actors where you know you may not remember their name, but they're still funny. They're still awesome to watch. So in some cases, you know, the name's not completely important. But either way,
very true.
it's definitely worth a watch. Other than that, I haven't had too much time to watch too much other stuff because I kind of got a set list now, and I think the only newest thing I've been watching recently on and off, and just because it's mildly entertaining because I do work in airports, called Miami 24/7, and it's pretty much based on the daily functions of the Miami airport and this, that, and their stuff, you know. So it's got the dramatic music at some points, you know, and you know this happened, even though it's all been edited, and you know, so. But one of the funniest things, the comparisons I can make between two of the episodes, one they were shutting down to bring Air Force One in. They're like, "Okay, we got this much time. You know, everything's gonna be shut down by this time," and on. So you know they have a plane that needs to get up before Air Force One lands, and they're going all over this stuff. So you know the airspace, everything's shut down for like I think it was like about an hour or so. Maybe an hour and a half. So completely shut down so Air Force One can land, and you know, the president can go to his speech and do what he has to do, and the whole deal. And then maybe like a week or two after, on another episode, they had made a deal with Ferrari, so they had them on one of the runways trying to break the land speed. And they're like, "Come on, we only got 20 minutes. We can't shut this thing down for much longer." It's like, you just did like two episodes ago. So it's like, I mean, if there's any more hint that these things are set up, I mean, there's a hint right there.
Yeah, they have script supervisors on those kind of shows all the time, just making notes and everything. Because there was a thing a while back during the writers' strike where they were saying that they wanted to be compensated, but if they compensated them, they were acknowledging that it was scripted and it's supposed to be reality. So there was a huge controversy there, and I'm not exactly sure how that all ended up working out.
Oh, well, you got me that one because I have no idea. But I mean, it's safe to say that a lot of these shows are, and you can tell. So I mean, some of it, you know, it's just kind of mindless entertainment. So like, why not script it? Who cares? No,
That's how I felt about The Hills.
Yeah, I heard lots about that.
Well, I am a girl, and I did enjoy Hills, but it was mainly because they had the best soundtrack on that show. So, that's like why I gave myself permission to watch it in all of its phoniness. But it was you know, a little bit putting your brain on park and just kind of seeing the beautiful sights and everything. But, the best show that I've seen this year has been The Blacklist. I cannot say enough how every week of the show has gotten even better, and that's the James Spader show. It's really great, and so if anybody has a chance to check that out, please do.
That's one show I have not gone to yet. I just haven't had the time, and it's I've been constantly busy and not complaining, mind you, but like it's one of those things that I'm gonna get to eventually, like maybe this weekend, but I got, you know, between the job, I got all this music coming in, music to listen to, getting the shows prepared. Like, I mean, I love doing this, but you know, sometimes there's just not enough time in the day.
I hear you.
But the end result is it's worth it, and it's very rewarding. I like doing it, so no complaints here. And the only other thing I'm gonna say about live TV is just like, they gotta stop pushing out so many shows because it's really starting to get annoying. Because there's like a show for everything. I mean, like last week we were talking about Duck Dynasty, and there's proven that some of the stuff's scripted. I mean, because not everybody can be funny all the time, and like some of the stuff you gotta wonder, right? Like, did they really think it like that, or did someone tell them to do that? You know?
Yes, I totally hear you. I mean, when we're having a show about the show is very counterintuitive. The only people that I know who could keep, like my parents and my sister could definitely keep reality cameras busy for quite some time. I'm not trying to like brag, but but I'm just saying there's like that's what makes me think. Well, maybe there is enough material because I've like seen it in my own family, but I don't know about Duck Dynasty.
Yeah. Well, and it's one thing too that everybody comes to realize after is it's a lot different when you're on camera. You act different. You think you may not, but you do. Even when you're trying to do something yourself, you know the whole like set the video cam up or like whatever the phone's recording. You're like, oh crap, I forgot what I was gonna say. This isn't interesting at all. This is boring.
Yes, I totally hear you. I do the same thing when we have to bring up the camera for Christmas. And last year, in fact, we were shooting the Christmas video, and I was kind of forgetting the camera's there. And then it turned out that one of the presents got lit on fire. Oh. And and I was like, oh, the minute after it happened, and I put out the fire, I thought, oh my God, please tell me we got this on tape. Uh-huh. And we did.
Nice.
So it was great. It works out, and that I was like, that is one for the real.
Yeah, you can't write gold like this.
No, you cannot.
And that's good because there's always those times like you wish you had a camera and you don't, or you can't get to it in time, and it's always frustrating because there's so many good things. You remember them, and the story like sticks in your head, and it's awesome to talk about them. But just seeing some of the stuff firsthand is much more entertaining. So.
I totally agree. It is weird how most times when you have the camera going, nothing will happen, and you don't have the camera going, and that's the minute the gold strikes.
Oh, that's right. Exactly right. We're going to get to one more song here, and this actually kind of perfectly plays into live TV. This song's called Played Out by the Gypsy Ghost.
Played out. Whoa. Been fun, but it's done. No, girl, it's not the same. Oh. Played out. Whoa. Whoa. Played out. Whoa. Your bags, call a cab, and the end to you and me. Whoa. It's simple math, living fast, no time for sympathy. Whoa. Whoa. Girl, it's gonna stay. Whoa. No, it ain't like it once was. I got to pay. It's played out. Oh. Whoa. Played out. Sorry, I need fresh meat.
All right, that was Gypsy Ghost with Played Out, as is the supposed reality TV scene. So on that note, Britt, thanks again, like always, for joining us and filling us in on your latest blogs. And we're going to look forward to next Thursday, so switch a day. So Thursday at 3, and we're doing an awesome Halloween show and a lot to cover, so you guys are going to want to stay tuned. It's going to be a good time for sure. So Britt, thanks for stopping by like always.
Thank you for having me, as always.
And we'll talk to you next week.
Great, I look forward to it.
Alright guys, this has been Bloggers Corner with Britt, and you can check her out at Eclectic Pop. Her blogs are awesome, so be sure to dig it. So until next time, thanks for listening, and Bones out.